methods that they would put in place in order to crack those people down. Some of these things that are mentioned here now.
Okay, thank you very much. And then your case was eventually transferred to the court martial.
Yes, from the High Court we are acquitted and discharged.
If you were acquitted and discharged, you could not have been charged again at court martial.
Did
the court judge say discharged or acquitted and discharged?
We are acquitted and discharged from, it's the technicality that I want to bring in here. Yes, we were acquitted and discharged from the, from the High Court. If my memory could serve me well.
Acute and discharged.
Because if we are acquitted and discharged normally, we shouldn't have been arrested again.
For the same charge. For the
same charge. But ours was a different thing altogether. Immediately we left the corridors of that, High Court premises. We were asked to join the truck. We were taken to State Central Prison.
Mile 2.
Mile 2, we were taken to our individual cells.
Mile 2, I
think, was it on Monday or another day? Major, I think he was a major then. Major or a lieutenant colonel?
Lieutenant Colonel.
Mendy, SP Mendy. He came to Mile 2.
Mile 2.
And then we were asked to come out. That guy and his group came to the jail, to maximum security. And took us out to the conference hall. There we met SP Mendy. He said to me and others that your case has now been transferred to court martial, general court martial, which is going to be held at Yundum. So he said the convening order for that.
Convening order for that.
We have to sign that we have received it. We have received the document that will now establish the court martial to be instituted. So I told him that I cannot.
Why?
I said I can't, receive a document from you directly without the presence of my lawyer. No, he said to me, Wassa, is you know what is happening or what was happening. You know exactly what I'm saying. You know it far better than. So please help me to sign this document. I said I'm not going to sign it. So, but what happened? I think my counterparts, when they came, he gave it to them. They signed. So I also signed. And then we were arranged before the court martial. In the morning, they will pick us from Yundum and we'll be taken to the court martial. Jagai said we supposed not to meet with our families there. There also I addressed him. And I reminded him of what I've said to him before. There was an instant he had a problem with General Aliuba.
General Aliuba
It was towards the end of the sitting that day. And then this bar wanted to speak to his wife, I believe, or his uncle. Jagai denied. And they had a tussle sort of. So when we, went to mile 2, advised him seriously. Then, because also during the court proceedings at the court martial, we had a trial within trial. And that trial within trial was to establish whether the statements were taken under duress. Then I have my brother who testified and that of my wife who testified. At the following day, I had, an advice. Somebody came to me and then told me that you have to be very careful with the way you are having problem with Jagai here. That your wife is always also having a problem with Jagai. Guys will not mind to kill your family. I said, okay. So we were like that. The judge advocate.
What was his name?
Ajim.
Pakbele is the DPP.
DPP
rather.
Both of them from which country?
From Nigeria.
Nigeria.
And then you have this man, Lieutenant Colonel Fofana. Was the president of the court martial there.
First name for Fofana?
Fofana, I think it's Brian Fofana.
Sajo
Fofana.
Sajo Fofana.
He was the president of the court martial. And he has his other, members.
What was the conclusion of the voir dire, of the trial within the trial?
Yeah, it was ruled out that it was not taken. The statements were not taken under duress. But you can see what God can do. When they lied against us during that moment, those people who were concerned, who were part of that, were also arranged before. They were also, brought into prisons.
Who were they?
Lang and the group.
Lang who?
Yes, Lang Tamba. And then when those people also came, it was the same state-managed witnesses. Also stood and testified against them. That their statements were taken. Jurors. Yes. That is why it is good to tell the truth.
But the thing is, you do not know for certain that Lang was complicit in getting the false statement or the false confession out of you.
Very among koi makoi kenatuin kene ko landa be fero konole men yakendi yetela o kumuluta mantoro kono.
Let's move on if you don't have an answer.
Yes, I have an answer. You see, having spent 9 years, 4 months, 13 days in jail, will make you to understand those that you are dealing with directly. You can read the mindset of people. My interaction with General Tombong Tamba in jail has given me a clear picture of who he is.
Let's keep it objective and not personal.
No.
Ngata silo la me yalonko wole mkulu lanya ni Kenyati nkanata ko mfansunku.
I'm very objective here. You see, Gambia, we have contributed. At times we will blame the president. It's the people who are surrounding the president. I think I will talk about that in the others probably.
But on this particular issue,
this particular case, like I said, those guys who were hired to be independent witnesses were not independent witnesses because they were not there at the time we were making those statements. They were just being booked or being hired to satisfy that procedures.
So in a sense, these are independent witnesses for hire, ex post facto.
Amunta nyil musedo leti ye menu nati fero kono ke isondi wala ka fendi la purielo ka sede aroke kula me yanon ko amanke nyala.
That's true.
That's a serious accusation.
I am not. In fact, I'm not accusing them, but that's the fact. That's what they did.
So, in the other case, you're suggesting that it's the same set of independent witnesses
that was used, that were used against them.
And how did they plead to that? Did you get to hear?
Yes. That it was not true. But all those people were saying we have, mere fabrications against them. And the time we were tortured, they could have stopped it. They did not. We were beaten and they were witness to that. And when they were also beaten, we were also witness to that.
When who were beaten? You answer?
Lantomo and the others.
Did you see that?
Yeah, there are marks all over the place.
Did you see them taken out?
Yes. We are all staying together at maximum security wing. At times not in the same block, but anything happens, you are bound to know it. Because you are living within the same place with them. I started with block number 5. And the time Lang was brought in, then I was in block number 4. So for the court martial procedures, we were there. Verdict was done. That our claim, the statements we are taken under duress was thrown out. And the submission of DPP was withheld.
Upheld.
Upheld. So and we continued.
And how did the court martial end?
I was found guilty on 5 counts.
Yes.
And was sentenced to life imprisonment.
How did it feel?
Normal. Because when my family members were crying, I told them that I'll be coming out. Because I told them that yes, this was what they have stated. But what will happen will be different from what they have said. Then I have, the belief that I will go out. I told them not to cry. Let them, have that belief that we will come out one day, inshallah.
Yes. But you committed the most heinous crime, which is an attempt to overthrow our constitution. And the fitting punishment is? You agree?
That life imprisonment? I have no problem with that.
Thank you. Tell us about life in the prisons. And in particular about the conditions of the prisons.
Life in imprisonment was terrible. Was terrible in a sense that, even the prison authorities were there to ensure that the dictates of Jammeh, the former president, prevails. And they will do everything to crack down those people that they think are strong elements within the society.
Are you suggesting that Yaya Jammeh used the prison as a tool to break down his opponents?
Yaya Jammeh kasoke ala joranniti puru ka nyo saba nyolu tilimbalia.
Yes, that's true.
Did he have a name for it as far as you can remember?
His 5-star hotel. Yes.
Was it a hotel?
Is
it 5-star in cruelty and 5-star in difficulty?
I'm happy to hear that word. I think 5-star in cruelty. That will be apt for the name.
Wolem sanji lulu tajireya ngalong wolem toti menyantalola je kunna.
Yes.
Can you describe the conditions?
For kolbe je nyamin wol fo nyamba.
The maximum security wing
bunda me ka fje maximum security wing
is a place
je mudin reality
where
damen
the security elements are normally kept at.
Kanta bunda la molu ikawolle sambaje.
And also
anim fanang
hardcore prisoners
men ketak mo kolengoluti kasokono
are transferred to.
Ikawol fanalu saundi jele.
It is a place
jemudin reality
where each block
block wo block
has their individual cells within.
Ye fansun selo lesoto konoto je.
Except block number 7.
Na manke block worowulanjangoti block number 7.
I was made to understand that block number 7
nata nyimfahamu ko block number 7
was an annex
jemu bundaleti
to the main yard.
Me yalon ko be chokirin kasola korda bale bala.
So you have block 1,
block 1 bije,
you have 4
bije nani njang lulu njang 5.
Those are the maximum, those are the blocks within the maximum security wing.
Wolem blocko luti men be nyin kanta bundala kolu koto.
But then within the parameters of the maximum security wing, also you have block number 7.
Bari bunda me yalon ko wala maximum security wing.
Let me take you to block number 5 where I've started at.
Ngata block number 5 lulu njangoto nteke folota nundameng.
Block number 5 has 99 cells.
Block number 5, wobunda cell tankononton bije.
If you come to the entrance of block number 5,
ni nata block number 5 la dato.
the extreme end of that, row,
wo temberi wo bun menu be temberi je al dandulato
facing towards the east.
Membe tilindi tilibola.
The last row is where it's called Campama.
Borindi labango nyingi ikafujele Campama.
Campama row is where you have the sick people and the mad people at.
Wo borindo wo Campama row ka kumandi Campamala sasa tol ni nyama tolu be o dinkiral.
Those who have tuberculosis were there.
Many along konyin toto jawo bela be TB ibe woleto.
Those who were mad also were there.
Menu fanal mu nyama tolu ti ul fanal be o ma fango.
And any other diseases, those are where they kept them at.
Ani sasa wo sasa na lokuta mo mai ke samba o dinkiral.
This Campama block was where I was taken to.
Campama borindo yente samba woltono.
And this Campama block was where many people were also taken to.
Adu Campama borindo yemo jamale fanan samba.
Because cell number 5 was saturated, was full to capacity.
Kadu cell number 5 wolen cell lulun jangoti wo fatale fa deteta.
During the first 1 to 2 weeks of the arrest of March 21st coup d'etat.
Kabo lum folo fo kata lul labango maj karotil muanin kilin coup d'etat ye molu nati jele kaje fandi fadeteta.
So they did not check, they did not look into the aspect of the health condition of the cells, whether they are good to, to put in somebody there or not.
Man jata kenda la kujube je de woselo la karola foka fo jambete atale pour que hadama dingo dundi jang etel mo hani ojube fa.
If you go into some of those cells, you have human feces around.
Ni dunda woselo dolu kono hadama dingo la kene totalu be woselo lu kono je.
You had blood stains, at this, at the walls of the cells.
Yellow be maring bumbalo dolu la selo lu dolu kono.
Mucus been spitted all over the place.
Anim fanang hakobe bumbalo dolu bala dinkilal to kata o selo lu kono.
So the concern of Jagai and others in those days were just to, put in those, people who were arrested and then put them in those cells.
Jagai na kafunyolu. Ite la solo momenti nundoron otumo. Wolem kamolu mutamuta la ke dundi o sel kolango lu kono.
Mosquitoes.
Are you suggesting that hygiene, cleanliness was never a consideration?
Ibenye fokanko senaya anin ka dinkira la janko wol mukuleti tel bukani mem mirafang.
Absolutely.
Wala mtonya adikai.
See?
Tanteng.
The cells which are situated in this block.
They have
a steel door. And an aperture in the frontage. 15 centimeters square, sort of.
15 centimeters square.
And the back that is facing the east will have maybe 30 centimeters. So inside the cell, I don't think it's more than this wide, 2 meters.
2 meters.
And then you have a slab. That's where they place the mattress, the small mattress. There is this small, open there where we used to pray. Each and everyone can pray inside your cell. And there is a cupboard sort of, which was raised by a cement block. That's where you used to place your chamber pot on that. And when it is, in the hot season, it's very terrible there. Because if you are praying, where you stand will be, wet with what, sweat. You will place your hands at will be wet with sweat. Your forehead also. And if you are doing zikr, you are doing the tasbih, everywhere will be wet.
Are you suggesting, therefore, that the ventilation is bad?
Very, very bad.
Let's